Here's an expanded version of Part 1, with the requested specifications. The vast emptiness of space stretched like an endless black canvas, punctuated by distant starlight. The Avalon drifted silently, a massive cylindrical vessel that carried the last hope of humanity. Its gleaming hull reflected the soft glow of distant nebulae, a testament to human engineering and desperate survival. Inside the ship's massive cryo-sleep chambers, thousands of humans lay suspended in a delicate dance between life and death. Rows upon rows of preservation pods hummed with a gentle electromagnetic pulse, maintaining the fragile bodies within. Each pod was a small universe of its own, protecting its precious human cargo from the ravages of time and space. Yeri, the ship's advanced AI system, maintained a constant vigil. Her quantum processors analyzed every microscopic detail of the ship's systems: cooling units, radiation shields, micrometeorite defense mechanisms. Nothing escaped her attention. She was more than just a computer. She was the guardian of humanity's last breath. The ship's journey had begun decades ago after Earth's final catastrophic war. Climate collapse, resource wars, and an unexpected alien first contact had pushed humanity to its absolute limit. The Avalon was humanity's final gambit. A massive ark, carrying the most diverse and capable humans ever selected. Scientists, soldiers, engineers, doctors, and genetic specialists, each carefully chosen to rebuild civilization if the opportunity ever arose. Outside, the galaxy told a different story. The Krell Dominion had systematically conquered nearly every intelligent civilization. Their massive biomechanical warships moved like predatory sharks through star systems, consuming planets and enslaving species. Their technology was centuries ahead of what humans had developed, making resistance seem impossible. Small maintenance robots occasionally crawled along the Avalon's exterior, performing microscopic repairs. These spider-like machines moved with precision, welding tiny cracks, replacing worn components, ensuring the ship remained functional through centuries of space travel. They were silent witnesses to the ship's lonely journey. In one of the central observation decks, a holographic star map continuously tracked the Avalon's trajectory. Millions of star systems flickered like tiny blue and white dots, showing potential habitable zones. The ship's original mission was simple: find a new home, preserve humanity's genetic diversity, and potentially rebuild what was lost. Occasional asteroid fields would drift close to the ship, but Yeri's predictive algorithms would gently adjust the Avalon's course. Navigation was a delicate dance of mathematics and intuition, keeping the precious human cargo safe from potential destruction. The cryopods were miracles of human engineering. Each contained complex life support systems that could theoretically maintain human life for thousands of years. Metabolic processes were slowed to near molecular stillness, preventing cellular degradation. Genetic repair mechanisms constantly worked to reverse minor damages, ensuring the humans inside remained as perfect as the day they entered suspended animation. Deep within the ship's core, massive fusion reactors provided a constant, steady energy supply. These were not typical human technologies, but advanced systems developed in humanity's final decades, technologies that represented the pinnacle of human scientific achievement. Each reactor could potentially power entire cities, yet here they silently supported just one ship. Occasional space debris would ping against the hull, tiny reminders of the universe's chaotic nature. But the Avalon was built to withstand far worse. Multiple defensive layers, including electromagnetic shields and nano-reactive hull plating, protected the ship from most potential threats. The humans inside dreamed, not in the traditional sense, but in strange quantum-entangled states of semi-consciousness. Their minds occasionally flickered with fragments of memories, Earth's blue skies, loved ones' faces, moments of hope and despair. Yeri monitored these neural patterns, ensuring no psychological damage occurred during their long sleep. Outside, distant alien civilizations continued their struggles. The Krell Dominion expanded, consuming star systems with ruthless efficiency. They had no idea that within this silent ship, humanity's last hope quietly waited, preserved like a message in a bottle cast into the cosmic ocean. As centuries passed, the Avalon continued its journey, silent, patient, waiting. The end of Part 1. The sudden alarm pierced through the ship's silent corridors like a lightning bolt. Hyeri's emergency protocols activated, triggering a cascading sequence of revival mechanisms. The first cryopod hissed open with a pneumatic whisper, releasing a cloud of preservation mist. Junho's eyes flickered open, his body initially rigid and unresponsive. Years of specialized medical preparations meant his muscles wouldn't atrophy, but the transition was never easy. Specialized nanobots in his bloodstream began rapidly restoring circulation, healing microscopic cellular damage, accumulated during the long sleep. Around him, other pods began to activate. The revival wasn't random. It was a carefully orchestrated process. Military personnel first, then critical support systems specialists. Junho, a former bioengineering expert, represented the scientific contingent designed to understand and adapt to their new environment. The revival chamber looked like a cathedral of technology. Hundreds of pods lined massive circular platforms, each connected by intricate biomonitoring systems. Soft blue holographic displays flickered with vital signs, genetic health indicators, and system diagnostics. Junho's first breath felt strange, processed air that tasted of sterility and mechanical precision. He noticed Yuna, a tactical systems specialist, emerging from a nearby pod. Her military training was evident in how quickly she assessed her surroundings, checking her body's responses and scanning the environment. Ship systems at 87% functionality, Hyeri's voice echoed through the chamber. External threat detection, active. Recommended immediate strategic assessment. The ship itself seemed to be awakening. Dormant systems hummed to life. Research laboratories, medical facilities, and communication networks. Robotic maintenance units began moving through corridors, preparing critical areas for human occupation. Yuna quickly accessed the central command terminal. Her fingers danced across holographic interfaces, pulling up star charts, ship diagnostics, and historical logs. The information was overwhelming. Centuries of recorded data from their journey, the last moments of Earth, and fragmented transmissions from their final departure. "We're in an unknown star system," she announced to Junho. Multiple unidentified energy signatures detected within scanning range. Junho's scientific mind raced with possibilities. The ship's original mission was exploration and potential colonization. But the galaxy they'd entered looked dramatically different from pre-departure projections. Specialized robotic drones began launching from the Avalon's external bays. These weren't typical surveillance units. They were advanced multi-purpose machines capable of atmospheric entry, deep space scanning, and potential combat scenarios. Each drone represented years of complex human engineering. More crew members awakened. Their diversity was intentional. Specialists from various backgrounds, genetic lines carefully preserved to ensure maximum adaptability. Engineers, medical, professionals, military strategists, scientists, each selected not just for their skills, but for their potential to rebuild civilization. A holographic galactic map materialized in the central chamber. Unknown territories blinked with mysterious energy signatures. Something had changed dramatically during their long sleep. The star systems looked different, mapped differently, with unknown civilizations occupying regions once considered unexplored. Preliminary external scan complete, Hyeri reported. Multiple non-human technological signatures detected. Recommendation: prepare defensive and exploratory protocols. Junho and Yuna exchanged a look of both excitement and concern. Humanity's survival now depended on their ability to understand this new galactic landscape. Their mission had transformed, from exploration to potentially something more critical, survival. The ship continued its silent drift, but now with a newfound purpose. Humanity had awakened, and the galaxy would soon understand the meaning of human resilience. The end of Part 2. The alien scout ship approached silently, its biomechanical hull glistening like an obsidian nightmare against the starfield. No one expected the humans to be anything more than another conquered species waiting to be assimilated. Junho's tactical team had other plans. The first targeting lock came unexpectedly. Yuna's fingers danced across holographic interfaces, her military training transforming complex technological systems into a deadly symphony of precision. Specialized pulse cannons, technology developed during humanity's final desperate years, hummed with potential energy. "Target locked," she whispered. The alien scout never stood a chance. Advanced quantum-charged plasma bolts tore through its shields like tissue paper. Within milliseconds, the ship transformed into a spectacular explosion of crystalline fragments and burning debris. Hieri's voice echoed through the ship's communication systems. First external threat neutralized, analyzing technological signatures and potential response patterns. The bridge erupted into controlled chaos. Junho watched as robotic defense drones launched from multiple bays, creating a protective perimeter around the Avalon. These weren't simple machines. They were complex adaptive systems designed to learn and respond to threats in milliseconds. "We've just sent a message," Junho told the assembled crew. "The galaxy will know humanity has returned." Alien communication. Networks immediately lit up with frantic transmissions. The scouts' destruction wasn't just a military defeat. It was a psychological shock. Races long oppressed by the dominant alien civilizations began to take notice. Advanced sensor arrays picked up multiple response signals. The alien command structure was confused, their computational systems struggling to process this unexpected resistance. Humans had been classified as a defeated, extinct species, not a potential threat. Yuna's tactical display showed increasing energy signatures surrounding their position. "Potential intercept teams approaching," she announced. "Recommend full defensive posture." The Avalon's exterior began transforming. Nano-adaptive armor plates shifted, creating complex defensive configurations. Weapon systems that had been dormant for centuries powered up, each system a testament to human engineering and survival instinct. Junho understood the psychological warfare they were engaging in. This wasn't just about military victory. It was about sending a message of human resilience. Every action would be watched, analyzed, and potentially inspire other conquered species. Robotic reconnaissance units began gathering detailed information about the surrounding star systems. They moved with a precision that defied traditional mechanical movement, almost like living creatures exploring an unknown environment. "Multiple communication channels intercepted," Hieri reported. "Alien command structures showing significant confusion and tactical uncertainty." The first wave of potential counterattack ships appeared on long-range scanners. But these weren't simple military vessels. They were complex biomechanical entities that could adapt and reshape themselves during combat. Junho looked at Yuna. "Are we ready?" She smiled, a dangerous, calculating expression that spoke volumes about human determination. "We've been preparing for this moment for centuries. The next few moments would determine humanity's fate in this new galactic landscape. One ship, thousands of carefully preserved humans, centuries of technological advancement compressed into a single moment of potential survival." The alien fleet approached, expecting another easy conquest. They were about to learn the true meaning of human resistance. The end of Part 3. The Sigma quadrant burned with the fury of 1,000 dying stars. Massive battleships from multiple alien civilizations clustered around the Avalon, their hulls reflecting an intricate dance of energy weapons and quantum disruption fields. Junho stood on the bridge, his hands steady on the tactical controls. Years of preparation had led to this moment, humanity's final stand against the galactic oppressors. "Initiate quantum resonance protocol," he commanded. Hieri's systems responded instantly. The Avalon transformed from a simple spacecraft into a weapons platform that defied conventional understanding. Nano-adaptive armor reconfigured, energy weapons emerged from previously invisible compartments, and complex quantum computing systems began calculating battle strategies faster than any known technological system. The alien fleet moved like a coordinated organism, biomechanical ships that could reshape themselves mid-battle, energy weapons that could slice through planetary crusts, adaptive shield technologies that had conquered thousands of civilizations, all focused on one target. But they didn't understand human unpredictability. Yuna's tactical team had spent years studying alien combat patterns. Each movement was a calculated response, each strategy a complex mathematical equation designed to break traditional warfare algorithms. Robotic drone squadrons launched in impossible formations. They weren't just machines, they were extensions of human tactical thinking. Each drone carried specialized quantum disruptors capable of destabilizing entire ship systems in microseconds. Multiple enemy command ships detected, Hieri reported. Probability of total system collapse, 78.3%. The battle wasn't just about physical combat. It was a war of technological adaptation, of species survival. Humans had been preparing for this moment throughout their entire evolutionary history, a species forged through conflict, survival, and relentless innovation. Alien communication networks began showing signs of systemic breakdown. The humans were doing something impossible. They were defeating a technological civilization that had conquered thousands of species. Specialized energy weapons from the Avalon began targeting critical system nodes. Each shot was a precise mathematical calculation designed to maximize destruction while minimizing unnecessary damage. This wasn't blind aggression, this was calculated resistance. Quantum entanglement weapons online, Junho announced. These weren't traditional weapons, they were technologies that could potentially disrupt entire dimensional structures. The alien fleet started fragmenting. Ships that had seemed invincible began breaking apart, their complex biomechanical structures unable to adapt to human tactical approaches. Yuna's tactical displays showed something extraordinary. The allied species they had gathered were now actively participating, their technologies synchronized with human systems in a way no one had predicted. Final assault sequence initiated, Hieri announced. The Avalon became more than a ship. It was a symbol of human survival, of a species that refused to be conquered. Complex energy fields emerged, creating a defensive matrix that seemed to bend the very fabric of space-time. Junho's final transmission was simple and direct. Humanity has returned. Surrender is not an option. As the battle reached its climax, something remarkable happened. The alien fleet, which had seemed invincible moments ago, began a systematic collapse. Their technological superiority crumbled against human determination. The Sigma Quadrant would forever remember this moment, the day humanity rewrote the rules of galactic warfare. Silence gradually replaced the chaos. Debris from thousands of alien ships drifted like forgotten memories. The Avalon remained, battered but unbroken. Humanity had not just survived, they had transcended. The end of Part 5.